Good morning from Victoria Yogis, and welcome to your upper body yin class today. I'm a little rugged up this morning. Temperature here in Victoria on this Sunday morning is -1, so I'll be slowly peeling off the layers, and I'm not quite sure if you can hear my heater behind you pushing out the heat to keep me warm. Today you absolutely need a block or something very similar to a block that will help you. It would be great if you have a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, don't panic. Make sure you've got like maybe 1 or 2 blankets that you can roll together in a bolster shape. You got them? You're good to go. So find your meditation pose. I always like to start with a meditation in my classes. I'm sitting on my feet today. You can sit cross-legged, legs out front. There's no right way to be in meditation, so just find something that suits you. Close your eyes down. Let your hands rest where they want. And then just come into the breath. So the breath brings us into the present moment. And when you come in to your breath with your eyes closed, you start to hear the conversation of your body, the sensations, the physical sensations, the emotional sensations, mental sensations. And it's just about landing and just inquiring. No judgment. Come back to the breath. And if there's any tight areas of your body, maybe if it's shoulders or jaw, hips, just move them gently until they feel like that they can settle a bit. And then bring the breath maybe into those areas. So the next inhalation is just really breathing to that area. And on your exhalation, just let that area soften. So this is just landing, connecting, and just letting the body be where it is today with a sense of awareness. So our yin practice will bring us deep into our bodies to hear the conversation. So the first part here, the meditation, is about greeting yourself exactly where you are, right here, right now. Stay with your breath. Now gently, on your next inhalation, take it through both nostrils. And then just sigh it out, let it go. One more deep breath in. And then just sigh it out. And gently open your eyes. Okay, we're going to come into our first yin pose. It's called Anahata. And you need your bolster or your blankets rolled up. I like to have a blanket underneath me on my mat. We move really deliberately in our yin practice. We're not moving dynamically like a yang practice. It's in a slow practice. You're going to need your bolster. We're going to come into like a child pose, but you're actually going to keep your hips in the air. I want you to think about where your bolster is. And all you're going to do is lay your arms over and let yourself sink in. So our target area is the front of the shoulder and maybe through the arms. So you have to work out where you put your arms. If you have more sensation through the shoulder blade that's hitting the ribs, you need to actually feel comfortable enough to actually either widen the arms or narrow. You've got to find that place where you get over that bone compression. Because what we're trying to do is all of this tissue in the front of your arms through here is to actually open, okay? Your knees, it doesn't matter how wide or how narrow they are, it's whatever feels comfortable. Pat under those knees if they're a little tender. Now I can drop my head down through here. I have the ability to do that. If you can't and it feels a bit icky, you can put a towel or something underneath that. Let your belly, just let the belly hang. Let your arms hang. So we're going to actually start timing this, yogis. I want you to be really soft into this pose. So the target area is front of the chest, front of the shoulders. If there is more sensation through the shoulder blade hitting the rib, you need to actually play with the width, okay, and that sort of thing. I like to have the bolster just that my hands are hanging over, and just let it come in. And then just let yourself breathe here. Try not to sit too much back on your heels. You know, if you want to wriggle your hips back a bit more, it actually enhances the opening of the chest. Beautiful. So I want you to stay in that, and I want you to feel it through this chest and, you know, through the shoulders and the arms. I want you to stay still. I want you to breathe. Just breathe with your body through this sensation. Now, really let the back go. No muscle contraction or holding or anything like that. I want you to just really hold it. Okay? So just breathe into this and let the body just sink into this. So I'm working today really strongly with target areas. So the target area, upper chest, where we can be really, really quite tight through the arms. It's a beautiful way to really open this heart up. You know, we tend to really, sometimes, you know, really close this down, you know, as a protection thing. And we don't realize, you know, it has a lot of other connotations of closing this down. Our breath shortens. We become a little bit more sort of morose, or, you know, with this closed down. If we can open this up and just open ourselves up to receiving what is, it really lightens us up. So stay with this. You're here for you're 2 minutes down, 1 more minute to go. So just let yourself enjoy this. Breathe. The back, maybe you might be feeling it a little bit through the lumbar spine if you've really got a bow back, but that's okay as well. It's really okay. So just let yourself come into this. Breathe. And I'm going to be a little bit quiet now for the last 30 seconds. I want you to just listen to the conversation of your body. What is your body telling you? And it doesn't always have to be great stories. It can be, oh my God, this is challenging. Wow, I'm tight here. In that tight area, really breathe into those areas. Really enjoy this opening that you're doing. Use your breath. And now gently to come out of this, yogis. What I want you to do is just gently, we're going to come into rebound. So push this away from you. Come gently over onto your back. Take your arms by your side. And just stay as still as you can. So stay there, stay still, and feel like the rebound of your pose. You know, just the chest and the heart feel like it can really open and settle onto the floor. There may be tingling through the arms. You know, in yin we release energy. We stretch and open the cold tissues, the fascia, ligaments, tendons, bones of our body. we bring hydration and energy to them. And so the sensations you're feeling is just, you know, that beautiful releasing of that. So lay still, and now gently, when you're ready, just move your body. Now I want you, if your body wants to stay a little bit still, if it doesn't want to move yet, really honor that process. Okay, I want you to switch in instinctively for your body. And now, when we come out of rebound, really move as slowly as you can. Bring your knees up, roll to the side, and gently come up. Welcome back. So what I really encourage in my classes as well is to drink. We move water up. It's not so much as water, it's water with minerals and salts in it through your body, and we can actually get this into these tissues. So you need to be hydrated to do this. So make sure you drink lots of water. It's so good for us. Now for our next pose. Our target area is going to be the tricep area, the armpit, and right through the side body. This can be a really stagnant part of our body if we don't do a lot of movement up here or anything like that. So it's a beautiful one. You're going to need a block or something similar. So what I want you to do is first come into this. We're going to lay on our sides. Now your knees are bent in front of you. This is sort of like a balance, 90 degrees. This is going to go under this part of your arm somewhere, but more closer to the elbow. So sometimes you need a little bit of fussing around that. So come into it. Try and find your shape. Now, what I don't want you to do is lean backwards. So sometimes this arm is here for me, sometimes it's here. Our target area is right through there, all the way through to the ribs. Now, some of you might be really open in this part of you, and you'll think, I think I want to go up higher. It's a little hard to balance on just one block. Normally in a class, if I do this, I would have 2 blocks. You can have a go, but what I'd really like you to do is just probably start on this profile first. Let's start the clock. So you're here, coming into this here. Now the hand is on the head. This actually also can stretch through the side of the neck, which is a beautiful thing as well. It's another place where we can be really quite stuck. So let yourself come into here, fuss a little, our target area here, and maybe here. And just, let yourself settle into this. The belly is relaxed. And you just come into this. This is a beautiful way to open up through the armpit. You know, we have significant lymph glands located under the armpit. The only way they move the lymph liquid around is movement. And, you know, strangely, I have some friends that don't do yoga, and, you know, I sort of said to them one day, when was the last time that you put your hands up and, you know, move like this? And they were like, And a couple of them couldn't remember the last time they put their hands up or moved like that. You know, and I said, look, you've got these significant lymph glands under your armpits that, you know, are really helpful for your immune system, but they've got to be, you know, it's got to be moved, and, you know, you've got to do movement. Beautiful way to open up here. Now, close your eyes and see where you sense this the most. Where are you getting the most sensational feedback from? There's no right or wrong answer here. Now, that usually is the place where you are the tightest in this pose. So I want you to really close your eyes again, and on your next inhalation, breathe into that area. So our breath brings prana, energy. Breathe into that area. And then on your exhale, soften that area as you let your body sink a little bit more into this pose. Keep your stillness there. We have 40 more seconds here, yogis. So let yourself breathe and feel. You know, we come into our body in our yin practice respectfully and quietly. We're not moving dynamically like our yang practice. We are coming into a pose. We are tasting it. You can maybe do some little adjustments. And then we let ourselves land. We're nearly there. And now, yogis, coming into rebound, all you need to do is come off the block. Take that to the side and let yourself roll back onto your back. And then just land. So again, let the sensation of the pose just be. Keep as still as you can. Don't move muscularly. And you might feel, heat, tingling. And you may even feel now that side of your body that you had opened is actually feeling a little longer. It's beautiful. Just let the body readjust, let it heal. Now just maybe minute movement or a stillness talks to you. Stay with that and then gently roll up and come to one side. Okay, let's do the other side. So coming to this other side. So when we really split up the sides like this from right to left, expect a different story. You are more dominant one side of your body. That happens naturally. But that has a effect on your body as you grow and as you replace like bones, muscles, tissues, as you regenerate. So if you're particularly dominant one side, your bones will be slightly different. Your muscular body, your ligaments, tendons, your strength, your mobility. So I don't know, I think it's crazy we expect the pose to look the same one side and the other. This might be a little different. So really allow space for that. So again, bend your knees in front. This wherever you want. Now I know I've got to put this in a slightly different place. So you feel comfortable doing this. I've got to put the block a little bit more in a different place here. Okay, so settle yourself into that. I'm going to start the clock. So this side for me is not as open. I'm right-handed, but I have more constriction on my right side. So it's really quite interesting. I have more sensation on this side than the other side. So let yourself taste it, try not to let yourself roll back, but be central, and however that hurt. Some people prefer to have their hand here. I'm not in front. Remember our target area through the tricep, the armpit, and through the rib cage. It's a beautiful way to open up the side body and of course the lymph glands. The hand on the head, just puts the head at an angle where you're pushing up. We have so many attachments from our collarbones, shoulder blades, spine into the skull, the jaw. Super important that this is mobile. So let yourself just feel this where you can. Roll into this and just breathe. Listen to the sensations of the body. We are seeking sensation here. This is not a restorative class. So we are seeking to get sensation through the target area. You remember you always have the option of putting the block up on the other profile, but maybe do this pose here even if it's not strong sensation. Just get the pose right before you start playing a little bit more. And always in yin, we don't come to our extreme edge. We come to where the body can land and we investigate. There is always the premise of feeling safe in a pose, if you feel unsafe, just gently come out until you feel safe. We need to feel safe. We can work into pain in a yin pose, but you know, a lot of the time when I have people in my class and I go and talk to them and they're saying it's painful, when I talk to them and say, like, tell me about that, it's usually discomfort, you know, and we're so programmed to react as soon as we feel that when I actually ask them, can they breathe, can they stay there, they normally can. And that usually means that we're working strongly in an area that's stuck. But we don't go seeking that right at the start. We don't go jumping in, you know, boots and all. We do it in a gentle way. Oh, we're nearly there. We've got about 10 more seconds, yogis. Gently relax the belly. Let yourself just enjoy this beautiful opening of your upper body. Jaw is relaxed. And now, sneak into rebound. However it works for you, push that block away. Gently as you can, roll onto your back. And then keep your body still. Just let it land. So the sensation you feel, the warmth, the tingling, energy being moved, it's beautiful. Enjoy that. Let it happen. Stay with the breath. And now, maybe gentle movement, or if you want a few more seconds of stillness, stay with that. Beautiful. And then gently bend your knees, come on up. Again, if you're feeling a little thirsty, you know, this is early morning for me here, so I like to drink, because I haven't, you know, of course, drunk much through the night. So my body tends to be more dehydrated. Okay, yogis, we've got one more pose. Now, your block, important that you have this. So our target area for this one, I'm going to turn my back to you, is the thoracic spine. So it's here. So we're going to sit the block underneath the shoulder blades here. So you can see my shoulder blades are free. Now, this is intense for the thoracic spine. We see now with people with posture of bending over computers, driving, this forward movement, we see a rounding of the thoracic spine. And as soon as we see that, and people actually can't bring that back and straighten that up, if you are walking with that rounded spine, for the body to balance, it tends to shut this forward, your chin forward. You then have all of these issues around your front body, your neck. Now, the thoracic spine is one of the most densest parts of our spine because it has the attachment of the ribs. It protects our major organs. So it's a really robust area. It's made to twist. Our thoracic spine doesn't enjoy a lot of flexion extension, but it really likes this twisting movement. This can be, it can cause some discomfort and that sort of thing. So when in my class, I encourage people to maybe put a towel or something over. I don't practice with a towel, I just let it happen. But you know, I've been doing this for a while. So if you think, man, this is going to be a tight area for me, I would really encourage you to pop a towel over. The other thing that happens in this pose is we actually do compress the lumbar spine. So that can cause some sort of strong sensation as well. So, and you have options here with your legs. We can put them in what we call butterfly, which is soles of the feet together, knees falling out. Or if the sensation is really strong for your lower back, feet as wide as your mat, knees touch though. So you come into this with a little bit of fussing. You sort of measure. You sorry, my stopwatch sometimes goes. Got it now. You need to make sure that your shoulder blades are free. So that takes a little bit of, okay, I've got it. This here. Now, I prefer to have sometimes here, sometimes here. So today I'm just going to do this. And then I bring my arms out and I'm here. So it feels like someone's just like, wow, pushing you up through your spine. And that's exactly what we're looking for. If you're super tight here through the neck, your head coming back might feel like, and it can cause a little bit of emotional panic. Again, if that is you and this is super tight, where this pose is going to be great to open that up, opens up the thyroid gland. But if it feels really comfortable and there's a feel like a little panic, get a rolled up towel, put it on the back of the head. We have to feel safe in the pose. It's about feeling safe. So take care of yourself. I want you to feel it. So where I want to feel it is compression through the lumbar spine, through the thoracic spine. Opening here, big opening of the heart and the upper body. Maybe here. Okay, see how you go. Let's start the climb. So come into this and make sure the shoulder blades are free. Decide where you want your legs today. Remember, you've got the choice up here or down here. Take your arms to the side. Again, if it feels icky having that head back, put a towel gently underneath it. And then let your body drape over this. So what we're doing now is big compression of that thoracic spine, a really beautiful opening of this upper body. Compression of the lumbar spine. You stay with it and let your body drape over this. Stay with the breath. Relax the jaw, relax your face. Now breathe into your sensation wherever you're feeling this, breathe into it. So relax your jaw, relax your face, relax your buttocks. Muscular body is not used in yin. Stay with the pose, yogis. So you've got 30 more seconds. Use your breath to just quieten this down. How is the sensation? If the sensation is strong, check in with yourself. You're not tightening muscularly. Use your breath to just let yourself drape over. And now, as gently as you can, roll to one side, take the block out, and then come into rebound. And just stay still. Just let that happen. So sometimes in rebound, the sensation can be stronger than the pose. If you're working in a really tight area. this can be the case sometimes here when we're working with such robust structure of our body like the spine. Stay still, just let this energy move. You know, sometimes we don't realize how tight or stuck we are until maybe we get an injury, which you're sort of hoping this is going to not, you know, stop that. A massage, you get a massage and the masseur touches somewhere and you go, oh lordy, that's sore, you know. If we can come into our bodies beautifully and really respond to sensation before it gets to a place of injury or really tightness, and try and do something about that, you know, we're going to keep wellness and health so beautifully. Okay, yogis, let yourself move just a little. So we're at the end of this upper body. I want you to lie down in your Shavasana. Now, if you like a longer Shavasana that you want for 10 minutes, set your clock now. And so when I close this, you're still going to go. Otherwise, gently make yourself as comfortable as possible, laying down on your backs. You can have your knees bent. Again, if you have your knees bent because you've got a little bit of a sore lower back, make sure the feet are as wide as a mat and your knees touch, because what we're seeking is no activation of the body. Palms are up, so there's a rotation back of the shoulders. Let yourself land. Close the eyes. And like we started this class, come into the breath. We're sort of, you know, closing the circle of our practice. Use your exhalations to let your body just relax down. Surrender to your mat. So in yin, we stimulate the body on a deep level. We can work deeply with our bones, tendons, ligament, fascia. Our fascia is like a cobweb that runs through our body. It comes at the dermal level of the skin to the really deep, deep bone level. And it connects everything. Never ever think that one thing that is happening with your body does not have a ripple effect through the whole. Everything. Physical, mental, emotional. It's all connected. So we have to just really honor, you know, when we give ourselves the grace and time to come to this deep practice. Just breathe and stay. Sensations are your friends. They are the story of your body. Now, if you wish to stay in this meditation, please do, and you come out of this when you're ready. If you're ready to come out now, gently bend your knees, roll to one side, and gently come up to a seated position. Take your time slowly with your body. We're not seeking to move quickly. Find whatever seated position serves you today. Bring your hands together in your prayer mudra, your thumbs to heart. And from my heart to yours, yogis, I really hope that served yourself, your body. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.